Hola clase, vamos a hablar de la gramática de parte 2 de capítulo 1 otra vez, capítulo 1.2, pero esta vez la lección se llama usos del imperfecto. So we already know how to conjugate the imperfect, and you know that we use the imperfect to describe something that used to take place regularly, like habits, habitual actions, things that you used to do all the time in the past. You also use the imperfect for the following reasons. First, to describe, that's the key word, people, places, and situations in the past. For example, hacía mucho calor. I'm describing what it felt like. It was hot. El estadio estaba lleno. I'm describing this place. The stadium was full. Los espectadores gritaban. This is describing what the people were doing, what the situation was in the stadium. The spectators were yelling. 2. We use the imperfect to talk about a past action that was continuous or that kept happening. For example, los atletas se entrenaban en el gimnasio. The athletes were training in the gym. So it's not just one time, but it was something that was going on for a while. Like maybe they had a 3-hour-long practice and they were training in the gym that whole time. 3. We use the imperfect to describe the date, the time, someone's age, and the weather in the past. For example, era el 5 de noviembre. So when we want to say what the date was in the past, we use the imperfect. Eran las 6 de la mañana. When I want to say what time it was in the past, I use the imperfect. Also remember that if it was only 1 o'clock, I would say era la una instead. I use the imperfect to say somebody's age in the past. So for example, if I wanted to say, when I was 16 years old, cuando yo tenía 16 años, I use the imperfect. And to describe the weather in the past, hacía calor, it was hot. So it was raining, it was hot, it was cold, I use the imperfect tense. So those are some other reasons why we use the imperfect tense. Ciao!